He was a warrior, a ruler, and a legend. The man who defeated the Crusaders and reclaimed Jerusalem. But behind the sword was a mind of strategy, compassion, and honor. What made Salahuddin Ayyubi such an extraordinary leader? How did he rise from humble beginnings to become one of history's greatest warrior kings? Join us as we uncover the epic life of Salahuddin, the warrior king who defeated the Crusaders. Welcome to Brainy Box, where we bring you the most fascinating stories from history, science, and beyond. If you're passionate about legendary warriors and mind-blowing historical facts, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Salahuddin was born in 1137 in the city of Tikrit, in present-day Iraq. His father, Najamuddin Ayyubi, was a respected military commander, and his family belonged to the Kurdish nobility. As a child, Salahuddin showed a deep love for Islamic studies, poetry, and philosophy. While many expected him to follow a life of learning, fate had other plans. His family moved to Damascus, where he began his training in military strategy, horsemanship, and leadership under the guidance of his uncle Shukul. In 1164, Salahuddin joined his uncle on military campaigns in Egypt, serving under the powerful ruler Nuruddin. After Shirkuh's sudden death in 1169, Salahuddin was appointed Wazir of Egypt at just 31 years old, a position that shocked many due to his young age. He quickly proved himself by strengthening Egypt's defenses, reorganizing its military, and abolishing the weak Fatimid Caliphate. By 1171, Egypt was under Sunni rule, aligning with the Abbasi Caliphate. After the death of Nuruddin in 1174, Salahuddin declared himself the ruler of Syria and Egypt, uniting both regions under his command. Over the next decade, he expanded his territory, bringing Aleppo, Mosul, and Damascus under his control. His goal was clear: to unite the Muslim world against the Crusaders. Salahuddin's leadership combined military strength with diplomatic skill, winning him both battles and the loyalty of his people. By the late 1180s, the Crusaders were at their strongest. But Salahuddin was patient. He waited for the perfect moment to strike. That moment came in 1187 at the Battle of Hattin, one of the greatest victories in medieval history. Salahuddin lured the Crusaders into the desert heat, cut off their water supply, and attacked when they were weakest. The result was a crushing defeat that shattered the Crusader army and opened the path to Jerusalem. On October 2nd, 1187, Salahuddin's forces reclaimed Jerusalem, a city that had been under Christian rule for nearly 90 years. Unlike the massacres committed by the Crusaders decades earlier, Salahuddin allowed Christian civilians to live peacefully. Churches were protected, and prisoners were either ransomed at low prices or freed without payment. His mercy and honor earned him worldwide respect even from his enemies. Salahuddin's victory triggered the Third Crusade, 1189 to 1192, led by Richard the Lionheart of England. For years, the two warriors clashed in epic battles, including the Siege of Acre and the Battle of Arsuf. Despite their rivalry, both men admired each other's bravery. When Richard fell ill, Salahuddin personally sent him medicine and fresh fruit, an act of chivalry that became legendary. The war ended in a truce, with Jerusalem remaining under Muslim control while allowing Christian pilgrims to visit. Beyond the battlefield, Salahuddin was a devoted family man. He had several children and took a personal interest in their education. Unlike many rulers, he did not hoard wealth. He preferred to spend his riches on charity, scholars, and the poor. His palace was often filled with poets, scientists, and philosophers, reflecting his love for knowledge. By 1193, Salahuddin's health began to decline. Despite ruling a vast empire, he lived simply, sleeping on a mat and refusing luxury. On March 4, 1193, Salahuddin passed away at the age of 55. When his treasury was examined, it was almost empty because he had given away his wealth to the poor. His death left a void in the Muslim world, but his legacy would live on for centuries. Salahuddin Ayyubi remains one of the most respected figures in history. His name is remembered not only for his military genius but also for his chivalry, mercy, and justice. He proved that true leadership comes not from power but from wisdom and compassion. Even in the West, where he was once an enemy, Salahuddin is remembered as a noble warrior who fought with honor. What do you think of Salahuddin's legacy? Was he the greatest warrior king of the medieval era? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our latest videos. Stay with us for more epic historical stories from around the world. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. The events described are based on historical records and speculative content is presented as theories for discussion. Viewer discretion is advised.